Alright, so first and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakodash. We said about the apostles and elders of Grimace and well, and salutations to all the Akemos and pushing with no truth and say, Dean and the out in the country season on season, we say, Shalom. And once again, going to no a little topic here, no nothing big, but it's just that I had mentioned it in a video I did before about it's time to wake out of whoever in sleep, it's time to wake out of slumber, you know. Whoever in a slumbering state, it's time to awake. And really and truly, it is the time, because when you watch things that be going on around us, hey, we seeing plagues, pestilences, diseases, wars, rumors of wars, all these things, earthquakes, you know, all these things we see around us happening day by day and happening more frequently. And these are signs that the Lord give us that would happen at the end, right? And if you're still in that slumbering state, hey, you shall perish in that, you understand? But still, you know, it's high time to wake up and sleep, and the scripture said that. And matter of fact, I open this is Romans chapter 13 verse 11. It say and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. So now is high time to wake out of that slumber, right? Out of that sleep. You see, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe, because when you're watching the times, the signs that you see in front of you, you know that, hey, this kingdom, this place nearly over, and the one to come after is of the Lord, right? And that is the one we seek. That is the kingdom we seek, the one after, which is of the Lord, right? But knowing seeing these signs, seeing all the things that are happening, if it's still in that slumber, it's time to awake, you know, because in any day, as I say, a day come, day go, man come, man go, you're seeing stuff happening. There's literally a meme being pushed on the internet that every month of 2020 is something dangerous, something new, you understand? Because January was a rumor of wars between I think it was Iran and USA, America. February was you heard about the same thing. Then they're going into March with Corona. Well, March, February was Corona. Then they're going into April now, talking about the 5G, right? Going into the 5G, and hey, with this year we in 2020, right? And what was being highly promoted was ID 2020, right? Which eventually will bring in what? The RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. So you're seeing all these things happening, and to still be in a slumber, but there's only one thing you could do within that slumber, and that is to perish, you know, in a sleep state, right? So reading over one more time, this is Romans 13 verse 11, I say, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. They say, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed, right? Yeah, so as I was saying, you know, hey, it's high time to wake out of sleep, right? Yeah, so yeah, as I say, we seen all this stuff, all these things happening day by day, constantly, and it's still we don't know that it's should say the trophy paraphrase and half was blinded, you know, so we don't know half would be blind. Some was made for honor, some was for dishonor, you know. Some, but for them that still, you know, that have a little ounce sight, you know, seeing things, you know, awake, you know, coming from that still that drowsy eye feeling, the drowsy eye mindset. Because day by day, I see day by day, stuff happening. Hey, and in the end of the day, if you didn't believe, as the scripture says, so what if you didn't believe? Yeah, you understand? And I will bring out that. It's Romans chapter 3. It's Romans 3:3, right? It says, for what if some did not believe? Shall the unbelief make the faith of God without effect? Yeah. So what if you didn't believe? You know, for them that unbelieve, that still be in that sleep. Hey, at the end of the day, whatever it is the Lord said will happen, and you're seeing it happening day by day. They say, God forbid, let God be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sins, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. So so you say, let every man be a liar, as it is written, right? They say, let God be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, and that's true. Because when you go to the scriptures, now, all of a sudden you see everybody quoting scriptures, everybody posting scriptures about the things that are happening in the world. So everybody getting a little insight, a little eyesight, a little here and there. You understand? Now we're seeing there are people that I saw that never understood the mark of the beast, or never understood that, who never had a idea, but now they have an idea of the ID 2020, what it is coming, what it is they want to implement. Plenty of videos I've seen people posting with the 5G and what's it doing to this place. So yeah, so you're seeing some coming out that sleep, right? So yeah, so it's always and that even goes for us, that falling at the hands and so forth, because at this moment we can't afford to follow our hands, we can't afford to stop, because we push and we see down to the end, right? We see the things that happening at the end. So why follow our hand to fall back into that sleep? We can't. We gotta keep on pushing. Don't matter if we can't be on the streets, because we know some of the brothers can't be there at the moment because of what the situation at hand. Certain laws passed that they can't be even for us. Certain laws passed that we can't even be outside there. You understand? So you say 5 or more gathering. If you're on the streets, you have to make sure you're outside there to get stuff that they need, like groceries and all these things. They can't stop on the streets. So eventually that as I did a video before, that bring the famine of the world. So all these things that will come to my spirit that it's high time to wake out of sleep, as the scripture said. I'll bring a scripture here. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, from verse 1. It say, but of the times and the season, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. And that is the thing. We gotta be focused, gotta be watching and sober, because all these things happening. Like for instance, we know the coronavirus isn't being topical at this moment, but the 5G. As this situation going on with the corona, there's a company in Trinidad here that is hooking up a 5G network. You understand? And people are actually going to protest that. And that is actually going around the world at this moment, Yeah. So, it says, therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. And that's the thing, you'll be sober, you'll be vigilant, always watching. And that is making you a watchman, as the Lord said. He said a watchman. That's the things he do. That's why we do these videos, that's why we go on the streets, to warn the people and tell them what is to come. But just going back up, it say, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So you don't want to be asleep and a thief come. You don't want to be in a sleep mindset. Right? They say, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness. So it say, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief. And that is the thing, them that are not asleep. Like for instance, for us, we always have to be watching and sober-minded. At any day, anything can happen. But the thing is that the signs, the things that were written and happening day by day, seeing it. The plagues, the pestilences. And we know it has certain prophecies to play out before something happen, right? And we've seen that happening. But you know what? It still can't be in a sleep mindset. You be watching and be sober minded so that hey, you ain't be caught. You ain't be caught. You understand? So you say, therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. And that is the thing. Watch and be sober. Because all these things to get this corona, plenty things happening in between, in the background that plenty people don't even understand. Like for instance the 5G. It have people that don't even, hey, at the end of the day, just as I make a statement before, some of them were blinded, and they will remain in that blind state. Yeah, they wouldn't believe. They would think everything is just a joke and everything is just a conspiracy and all these things, and they will never grasp that. And you know what? They will be caught up. You know. Say therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and of an helmet the hope of salvation. So yeah. So you know, I say I didn't want to make the video too long, but hey, they seeing the signs, seeing the prophecies happen, you know, I'll be caught out of sleep. So that we give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakodash, the seed of Master Apostles and Elders of great maximum well, and salutations all the Akemas of the pushing with them, the children say day and day out, you know, constantly season on season, we say, Shalom.